peppers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come
What
and
it
stretch.
is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and Laquil reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
It's quite lacking.
Yeah, you already know, chilling. You know, Quill ain't gonna be here for y'all who love to see Mr. Controversial do his thing. I don't know if y'all know Quill do music. He got a music show tonight, so he had to go do his musical thing, express his musical talents. So we're gonna hold down the fort while he go be musical. Damn Zac Efron. So today we got in motion some topics that Teddy can't wait to talk about. We're gonna go ahead and begin with the toughest one. Their Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks. So y'all know it's a lot been going on with Dallas. Me personally, I credit this to Klay Thompson betraying the brotherhood. It ain't just that he left the Golden State Warriors. As he was bumping them gums as he was leaving, talking shit, he was very ungrateful. When you tore everything in your knee and we knew you had little to nothing left to offer in that status, we took you in, Klay Thompson. We showed you we was loyal to you, Klay Thompson. And what you do, you shit on us. You spit at us. You see you ain't had much to offer. And you gonna come to the table demanding shit? Boy, you lucky you still in the league with that broke ass jumper. So I say it's not even the fact Klay Thompson left. I can respect that. Things ain't work out. We couldn't agree. That's cool. It's when you started talking shit, Klay Thompson. These the best playmakers I ever played with. It's so easy to play basketball now. I love being a shut up. Hashtag FKT all season. Shit. So that's what I say. Teddy, on the other hand, says he thinks it's Nico's fault. Nico chose to betray the Mavericks nation. Teddy, you want to speak passionately on this, or you want to let me continue?
Is you done with that BS? You ain't got nothing to do
You
with
want to
Klay.
speak, or you want to let me continue? Was the question? Don't answer my
Now,
question with a question.
this ain't got nothing to do with Klay Thompson. This is the AD is who he is. That injury, that's just part of AD. He always hurt. But the torn ACL from Kyrie is brought on purely through stress and the type of load that he had to carry. Losing guy after guy after guy after guy and putting all that pressure on him to carry the load. You get rid of Luka in the middle of the night and you get a respectable
Unbeknownst
player.
to anybody,
Yeah, you get a respectable player. And it looks promising. He plays what, a quarter and a half? And he
play
give
the
you
game, and then
and gave you no. AD played the whole game. Well, he just played one quarter,
that
did
was his second game he went down.
Okay, so he gave you 26 and something crazy. Like he looked at promising. Like, okay,
Yeah, because that's when he was breaking record. Like he established a new record in that first game.
I'm saying like, whoa, buddy looks promising and stuff like that, and he go down. So now it's like, okay, your big idea with AD and Kai gone, Gafford gone, Lively gone. So now it's like, then the boy Kyrie goes down, leading the league in minutes since January 15th ish. So for the last month and a half, he's been playing the most minutes in the NBA. It was bound to happen for a small body, small frame character like himself and the type of explosive player that he played. It's like Derrick Rose all over again. Couldn't sustain it. It's just too much. And he would not have to carry that load if Nico ain't get rid of our number one option. Kyrie thrives as a technically number two option. ain't saying that he can't be the number one option, but he thrives as a number two option. Because as a number two option, there's not many guys in the NBA as a number two option on a team as good as Kyrie. I mean, if you know one off the top of your head, you can spit it out. But as a number two option in the NBA, Kyrie is pretty right there. Definitely top five, top five, top five. So when you put him in that position, he got to do everything day in and day out. It was bound to happen. And now this is just bad karma, bad juju on the Mavericks, and we just lose everything. Like everything. Everything Nico was saying is just ridiculous.
So Nico was right, regardless if you agree with his decision or not. He was right in what he said. You were in a position to win. However, from that point, you lose Derek Lively, who was very promising. He was productive, he was promising. PP. Derek Lively goes down to a stress fracture in his ankle. And I told you at that point, I said he's done. Then Daniel Gafford goes out with a sprained MCL. So hopefully he can get that together. But everything else that happened after that, I mean, you brought in a Caleb Martin who was already injured, a hip strain. So he came in injured. Add him to the roster. PJ Washington, he can't stay available because he having babies. He had got a back spasm. Now he got a sprained ankle. AD come in, ball out, about to ball out again, abductor strain. He out. Then you got torn ACL Kyrie Irving, which I will not credit that to the amount of minutes he played. That was a contact injury. He could have played 5 minutes, been averaging 15 minutes a game and still sustain that. He could have had all the help in the world and still sustain that. So I'm not gonna credit that to, what he talking about, old crybaby over here, old Luca Go-Go girl. I'm not gonna do that. I agree with Coach Jason Kidd. It's unfair to do that. It's just a part of the game. Very unfortunate. Glad to see Kyrie Irving's spirits high. But in that same game, you lose Jaden Hardy to a strained ankle. So it's kind of like karma is a bitch for y'all right now. Because Klay Thompson left and said all this shit. But guess what now, Klay Thompson? You ain't got none of them people to run with on that team, Klay Thompson. So you should have just shut the fuck up and just went over there and balled out. The very thing that you were not doing. And now you get to sit over there, punk. But it ain't all Klay Thompson. I'ma still keep saying hashtag FKT. It ain't all Nico, but we know that that's what they gonna say. Either way it goes, bro, the Dallas Mavericks are in a very, very hurt situation. So going from there, what is your call for the rest of the season? What should they do right now? Are they looking, should they have AD? Let me see. AD's supposed to come back. Let me see. AD's supposed to come back when? Let me look. All right,
It
Anthony
don't even
Davis.
matter. They need to shut it down.
Anthony Davis supposed to have came back. Oh, they got him down with a 5. Okay. So
Shut it
he's
down.
supposed to come back. So he ain't come back to the end of the season. So he done for the rest of the season. But tonight alone, who you got out? Anthony Davis, Dante Exum, Daniel Gafford, Jaden Hardy, Kai Jones, Derek Lively, Caleb Martin, and PJ Washington. That's everybody you got out there.
We got the
And
G
then
League
Kyrie
team.
Irving.
We got that G League team coming up and playing like
Bro, it's
it,
crazy. So
it's
with everybody else, would you just have them all sit? I mean, because you still got Spencer Dinwiddie. If you get AD back, PJ Washington, Spencer Dinwiddie, and and
I
I
wouldn't
mean
be I wouldn't
Gafford,
I
would
wouldn't
you if y'all still in the play-in, would you pursue postseason?
I'm gonna let them. I wouldn't play to win. I play to just stay in NBA shape and just to compete. I wouldn't play to win. Like with that being said, is I wouldn't put that stress on because we don't have enough pieces to make it out the playoffs. But I put that
Yeah,
strain on them. Even if we make it to the play in, let's say we somehow get a ninth or 10th seed and we in the play in and we still got to play. if we miraculously win that, being a bottom seed, we finna get washed by the OKC Thunder. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's no need to put that stress and that strain on them guys. Just play to add some lottery or some what is it, some trade assets. I let my Najee Marshalls, my Span Dinwiddie's keep their reps up in case I want to ship them up out of here. Let Klay keep his reps up in case I want to ship them up out of here if I can make something shake. But everybody else, I wouldn't. Nah, it's a
Would you
wrap up.
send Klay Thompson to the Lakers for Austin Reeves, Vanderbilt,
If them two would be enough, if
or
Kyrie,
Austin Reeves and Rui?
Austin Reeves is enough if Klay opts out this offseason. If they allow me to wait to the offseason and see what Klay gonna do, then I definitely try to make a play for Austin Reeves and Vanderbilt because they give us defense. Klay can't defend, so not anymore, not like he used to. So
Okay.
definitely,
So what
definitely.
is the future? What lies in the future for your Mavericks? Not this season future. Next year, the year after that. What are the plans now that
If
Nico's plan has imploded?
if we can get a nice point guard, then it looks promising because we got our bigs. If they come back healthy, AD gonna be rested well, Gafford gonna be rested well, and then Lively got the whole summer to recoup, even though he already in the midst of it. We got our three bigs. Like it's looking nice. AD can finally play the four. We got our 2 5s. If we can get a decent wing defender and a nice point guard, and I mean a point guard that can give you 20 to 25 along with some assists, which is asking a lot. But if we can get a decent point guard, then yeah, the future looks can be nice for the Mavericks. It's not a
Did you
done deal.
know the Grizzlies got a 5'8" player on their team?
Does he play?
He's injured right now, but I just was looking. I'm like, bro, this gotta be wrong. Five, so he probably 5'6". Nah, he probably 5'8" for real. Once you on those heights, either you 5'9" and they play it down to get you more hype, or you 5'8". But nah.
He
So
probably
I
jump out the
think
building
so.
still.
You don't think that they move on from Kyrie?
Not necessarily because he's not an expensive all star. If that makes sense, Mavericks showed you that they business first. You can get all star level talent without the all star price tag on a Kyrie Irving, so they wouldn't necessarily move on from him. I mean, but who's going to want to come and play for the Mavericks? Like Nico, he didn't did himself dirty. Players might not even want to come play in that organization.
Ever. Nico, because of his business mind, he's going to get players regardless. Because guess what he gonna do? He gonna trade and acquire your ass. He ain't got to get you through free agency. And
But it,
then,
it
and
depends.
then,
Like
if
some
you want
people
a
got.
job,
We talking
you
about.
go.
We ain't talking about like
Okay,
decent
you
role
talking about
players.
superstars?
We talking about superstars that
Okay,
what I'm saying,
respect.
like LeBron and KD, they not gonna go somewhere that they don't want to go. Even Jimmy Butler went somewhere that he wanted to go, and he was a menace in Miami. He still got to go somewhere he wanted to go. Like superstars ain't gonna get that backdoor. They might not want to mess with him. Like they might not want to mess with him. They agents would tell him, "Nah, we not messing. Nah, no, we not messing with the Dallas. The Dallas is like the dark cloud franchise right now, and it could be scary because Kyrie not coming back at the start of the season. It's gonna take him a while. You know what I'm saying? Like he's out for like a year. He won't be back till All Star next year,
It's
if that.
crazy because Perk was saying how he was out 6'10", 260 pounds. I had the same injury and I came back in 6 months. I'm like, Perk, you are not the same player he was. You barely jumped. You barely ran. You are not the same player that Kyrie Irving is. Kyrie need those limbs. Kyrie gets busy. He gets
Mm.
active. You
Yeah,
need
it's
that.
definitely different. But I get what he's saying though. Like, I get what he's trying to say. Like, he's basically saying since it's just the ACL, it ain't nothing else, that it's a possibility that he could finagle his way back in earlier than what it says on paper. Like, but
Yeah.
still, it's Kyrie might want to go because they've been saying like since they backdoor Luka like that, his desires to want to stay in a Mavericks, he may not feel like AD is enough to get him to where they trying to go. Like,
Now
he
I
might not
think he
want to come back.
definitely think AD is enough. Now I've always cautioned teams since AD set the record straight and showing you exactly who he is on the Pelicans. Why would you empty out your bank account to buy that investment? Would you empty out your bank account for that investment? It made 0 sense for the Lakers to do it, but y'all got your fugazi ass bubble championship, and that was good enough for you. You ain't got a championship since then. You ain't made it to the finals since then. But that was good enough for you. You crowned a lot of champions in that bubble championship. Um, but for the Mavs to go out and get AD, that's one. The AD is who I get it in a free agency. I need to just give money for AD. Because I'm going to pay money regardless. But the amount of people, assets, resources, however you want to look at them, players that you got to give up for Anthony Davis, it is never worth it because Anthony Davis has proven time and time again he is injury prone. It is what it is.
They moved way too fast. It just goes back to the Nico stuff. Like, you could have did this during the off season. You could have played it out, waited to see what it was, and we could have done this in the off season. Like, it's a possibility Kyrie wouldn't be hurt because Luka came back. He wouldn't have that type of stress on him. He
I,
wouldn't
I
have.
really think looking at the way AD was playing, AD was in MVP form. Looking at Luca, when you know that year after year, you could have had MVP. You could have, you know what I'm saying, took us to the finals. We could have won the championship, but you fat, lazy, and out of shape every year. I mean, hell, look at what you did in the Olympics. You couldn't even contend in the Olympics.
Oh, that team, that's different. That team
But
is
still,
solid.
everybody took their team somewhere. Even if people was out there doing stuff. The Sudan was out there doing like, come on now. Luca could have done something, but
That team
he's
was
never
sorry.
he's never in bro. Sudan ain't had one superstar on their team, bro. Sudan got a bunch of hungry motherfuckers, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. They gave USA a run for their money. You set the stage. This is who you are. And the Mavericks was like, we've had you year after year after year, and you showed us no promise. We've stayed patient, regardless what you say. They've stayed patient. How long he been in the league? He been with the Mavericks ever since he been in the league. All you've done is get fatter. What are we supposed to do? You getting fatter and older. What are we supposed to do? You showing us who you
He
are,
he produced enough to not
right?
get backdoor like
But
that.
he ain't produced enough to win a championship, bro. So when they
That's the
looking at it,
majority. That's the majority of the NBA.
right, but when you doing stuff, it's self-inflicted. You being bad-bodied is self-inflicted.
Even
You
with
being out
him,
of shape is
even with
self-inflicted.
him being bad body and out of shape, he still produced.
He ain't produced enough that
He
mattered,
still
bro.
produced.
When you look and you say we could have won a championship if you was in shape, that means a
That
lot.
wouldn't have made a difference against the daggone Celtics.
Well,
That
you gonna
would
have to
not have
face the
made a
Celtics
difference.
every year, bro. So when you gonna win
That
a
would have not have made a
championship?
difference.
I'm just telling you, when I'm in my business bag, bro, and you interfering with my bag, bro, you out of here.
A five-time in a row first team All NBA is only five players now. It's positionless now. It's only five players of
And
that
that's
magnitude.
cool. You was able to represent for your country. You only get the Olympics once every 4 years, and you drop the ball. Shut up.
That ain't got nothing to do with this.
It does.
That ain't got
It
nothing to do with
does.
this NBA.
Bro, you can't represent on a world platform.
That ain't got
And
nothing
what's
to do
bigger
with
than that?
that ain't got nothing to do with
You a
this. Yeah,
literal world champion.
that ain't got nothing to do with this.
Yes, it does, bro.
You got
If,
nothing
if,
to
if
do with
none
this.
if none of that matters to you, nothing will matter to you. So you gone, bro. And just like Luca gone, this conversation gone. I'm done talking about it. Let's get into my Golden State Warriors. Let's get into my boys. They've been up here cooking, putting in that motion. They're sitting in the sixth seed. I can't say comfortably because everything within. Let me look at the standings right now. Hold on. Everything in the West within the 10th and the fifth seed is all within 5 games, 6 games or less. So ain't nothing comfortable right now in that area. Nothing is comfortable right now in that area. But my Golden State Warriors are sitting in that sixth seed. And I know Teddy wanted us to drop the ball last night versus the Knicks, and we didn't do that. We didn't do that. But nothing holds as much weight to Teddy anymore because, of course, his team is out of here. So, with my Golden State Warriors,
You got the job done without the cat in the mix.
we don't got
Hopefully, with the
Andrew. I
rumors,
mean, we don't got Jonathan Kuminga, our second best scorer on the team.
he
Our
a
second
third.
best scorer on the team. No, he's not.
Steph and Jimmy are better scorers than Jimmy.
Bro, Jimmy Butler hasn't averaged, he hasn't scored 21 points since the game had 25.
What is Kaminga averaging now? He only had 3 games in a row with 30.
Bro,
It ain't
he
what
had,
average.
bro, he had a, bro, he was out there
What
just
is his, what
balling.
is his, what is his average this season? It ain't nowhere near 30.
Go look and see what his average is. Curry only averaging like 22 points, bro. Go find these out. You irking my damn nerves, bro. Talking to me. So Steph Curry averaging 24 points. You gotta understand he just started going off of them 30s. Um Jonathan Kuminga averaging 16.8. Jimmy Butler averaging 16.3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. So we ain't had Jonathan Kuminga last night. They ain't had Cat. It balances out.
Don't do that. Don't. All right. Go ahead, say what you
Bro, Wayne had Jonathan Kuminga.
Go ahead, say
Wayne
what
had Gary Payton. It balances out.
you Okay.
If you think we wouldn't have put Gary Payton on Brunson fathead ass, like come on.
Okay.
Like, stop playing with me, bro. You always hate.
Where Quill at when you need him? Like,
Either way, do you think the Warriors can sustain this motion?
considering the teams that's behind them, yeah. I don't see why they shouldn't.
I'm talking about winning. It don't matter who behind them. Do you think they can contain winning games? They what in their
Right
last 10
there.
games, they won 9 of them.
They're gonna be right there in the fifth, sixth seed,
Okay, so
depending on
that's a yes then.
how the Rockets float out and how the Grizzlies float out. They're gonna be right there in the fifth, sixth, seventh. They're gonna be right there.
Yeah, they only play 8 games and they 8-1. I mean 7-1.
Every team that's behind you is just struggling pretty hard. They just is it injuries or they just can't get right.
I ain't worried about them. I'm talking about regardless who they playing, do you think the Warriors can keep winning? That's what I'm asking you. I'm not asking.
They gonna stay right there at the sixth, fifth
All
seed,
right, I'll take that answer.
right there.
So I think they're gonna do that and they're gonna beat whoever's standing their way. And you already answered the next question. You think they're gonna finish? I think the fifth, sixth seed is doable for them. Because you gotta think the fourth seed. Let me look. The fourth seed is the Grizzlies right now. That's 4 games, almost 5 games ahead of them. The Grizzlies lose tonight, it'll just be 4 games ahead of them. And look like the Grizzlies coach finna get ejected. He mad. But I mean the way the Grizzlies and the Rockets are struggling right now, I think they can potentially get to the fourth seed. Really, the fourth, fifth seed is the same. The only difference is home court advantage. So getting up to that fourth seed gives us home court advantage, but after that round, depending on who they play after that, they won't have it. So whatever. But I'm happy that they out of the play in. All it takes is one game to lose. and you lose that one game and you out. So
But luckily, what's the seventh and eighth get two chances.
the seventh and eighth get so the loser of that, yeah, the seventh and eighth get two chances if it comes down to it. Because if they lose, they play the winner between the ninth and the tenth seed.
Hmm.
And then the winner of the ninth and tenth seed plays the loser of the seventh and eighth seed, and whoever wins that gets the eighth seed, the overall eighth seed, or the final eighth seed. So that's how that works. So, you know, it is what it is. Looking at the Warriors schedule, they got one of the easiest schedules remaining. We got to get through March and then a couple in April. So Brooklyn, Detroit, Portland. I think Detroit doing their thing. If they stay healthy, that should be an interesting game because they out there balling. But Brooklyn, Detroit, Portland, Sacramento, New York again, Denver, Milwaukee. So right there, Sacramento, New York, Denver, Milwaukee. That area right there is when those four games is when we can see if they battle ready. And then you get into the Grizzlies, the Lakers, Denver, Houston. So that'll be the next set of four.
That
Grizzlies,
ain't an easy
Lakers,
schedule.
Denver, Houston. This is in April though. This is in April
Oh.
though. So you got those four tough games in March. That's the 17th, 18th back to back. Oh no, that's the 13th, the 15th, the 17th, and the 18th. And then once you get to April, you got the first, the third, the fourth, and the sixth. And then pretty much you close out the season against the Clippers, who you've been losing to all season. So that's April 13th. So we'll see. Um, but I mean, if you want to say those eight games, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 games left. If you want to say they're gonna lose 8 out of the 20, that means they 12 and 8. That's not bad. And it's positive plus 4. So it is what it is, but they're not gonna lose all 8 of those games. So we're gonna do our thing, finish strong. If you doubt us, then you wrong. It is what it is. We're gonna move on. You got anything else to say about my boys? Yeah, better not. Smack shit out of you. Now we talk about the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, aka the Los Angeles Fakers. So they are in the two seed. Respectfully, they're in the two seed. How do you feel about that, Ted Meister?
Deserve?
Deserve? I mean, you got to root for somebody, right?
Nah,
You a LeBron's fan, you a Luca fan, you a
they
LeBron fan, and a Luca go-go girl. So you know you rooting for the
they
Lakers.
they beat whoever they put in front of them, regardless of whoever show up. They beating them, so they
Okay.
deserve it.
Okay.
Whoever get
So
out on
do
that court, they beating them.
so you feel like the Lakers being in the second seed is legit. Like this is a testament to their title contention, their title
think
contention.
I think they're gonna do a switcheroo with the Nuggets. I feel like the Nuggets gonna pull through, and I think they're
So
gonna
they
do.
are just half a game back.
I think OKC running away with it. It's gonna have to be a cold day in hell for that to fall through. They finna
Yeah, they
clinch
10
the playoff
games
spot.
back.
After that, you got. I think the Nuggets are gonna climb to the second seed, and then
Uh-huh.
third will probably be the Lakers, and then fourth, fifth, and sixth will be between Memphis, Warriors, and the Rockets. How they
Okay.
decide to finish off. So I feel
Okay.
like that the Lakers will have enough momentum, especially depending on how they play tomorrow, or it's either Friday or
They
Saturday.
play the Knicks tomorrow.
They play the Celtics because I don't think Cat gonna be back. They're gonna play the Celtics on Friday or Saturday, and that's gonna be a real big test if they can beat them again. So
Saturday.
if they do, then I say I don't see why they don't finish in the top three.
So the Nuggets, because they play the Nuggets twice in the upcoming week. That's right there what's gonna make or break. Because if they go 2-0, that automatically puts the Nuggets 2 games behind them. If they go 1-1, it leaves it as a battle. They go 0-2, that gives the Nuggets the lead on them. So That
They
right there, I
put
feel like is
once.
gonna be a big piece of what goes on. A big piece. So how I feel about, I don't think it's legit. I think it's beautiful music. It's convincing if you stupid to believe, you know what I'm saying, then you will believe what the Lakers got going on. You will fall in line and be like, yeah, this is what it is. So looking at the Lakers, I'm just like, y'all ain't really played much of anybody. Like let's talk about it. So you got Luca. Let me go to your schedule. Luca played his first game around like what? Like it was after the All-Star? Was it after the All-Star game? Let me look. So let me look. I'm gonna go. Nah, cause y'all ain't have him when we played y'all. So let me see. Going all the way to February. Utah. I think this is the game y'all lost because y'all played Utah back to back. Y'all lost. Yeah, so you got Luca around that time. So before the All-Star. So let me see, did y'all have him? I think it was around the 8th or the 10th. It had to be the 8th of February. Yep. So the 10th of February. That was y'all first game. The 10th of February with Luca. Since then, y'all done gone against Utah, Charlotte, Portland, and you beat Denver. Give you that. Dallas with nobody. Minnesota, who been struggling all season, and then the Clippers with nobody. So looking at that, I'm like, y'all ain't really played anybody for us to really talk about and be like, yeah, yeah. You could look at Minnesota, but I mean, Minnesota. Like I say, been struggling all season. They ain't been doing shit. So what I'm looking for, like I'm not gonna knock you, y'all winning. Y'all could have been down bad because everybody thought that the Mavericks won that trade. Everybody felt like the Mavericks won that trade. How is Luke in and LeBron gonna be able to share the ball and all this other stuff? So y'all are doing beautifully. Now this is what's really gonna talk to your battle status. New York, Boston, Brooklyn, you get a break. Bucks, Nuggets, back to back. Then you go to Phoenix. We love that KD LeBron matchup. I feel like the Lakers got the leg up on the defensive side in that matchup, but everybody go crazy because it took like 4, 5 years, 4, 5, 6 years to see a KD LeBron matchup. And then you get another break of back to back with San Antonio. Then you get Denver again, Milwaukee. So that little mix right there with the Nets, the Knicks, the Celtics, the Bucks, the Nuggets, the Bucks. That right there is where I feel like that's when we'll be able to say, go Lakers. If they come out of that positive or undefeated, that's when I'm like, hey, I can't argue against the Lakers. Until then, y'all playing poop teams. Y'all playing emptied out teams. So I can't really give you the respect that all these clowns trying to give you, these stupid fucks. You ain't got nothing to say, Trump?
They beating who's being put in front of them.
That's true. I
They
mean, they've
beating
also
NBA.
lost.
They beating NBA players that's put in front of them. They
But
ain't got the
that but
best
that ain't
bench.
what the playoffs is. The playoffs ain't playing against NBA players, it's
You got to
playing
get them.
against the good ones.
NBA players, but you got to
It's
get
the
them.
good ones.
You
Because
got to
then
get.
you go into Memphis, Houston, Golden State. Then you get a break and go OKC. Then you get a break with Dallas and then you go Houston again. So, like I say, the Lakers are gonna see, they gonna see, contenders. And that's when I'm really scoping in on the Lakers to see what you really about. And if y'all go out there and be the Lake Show, I'm gonna be like, this ain't good shit. Hey, good shit. Nico, good job helping out your damn homeboy. You seen your boy Rob Pelinka needed help, and you helped him. Good shit, Nico.
Hmm.
It is what it is.
I think the Lakers gonna be all right. They happy right now, and a happy team is a good team. They
Oh yeah,
healthy.
they definitely have
They
it.
happy. Like they having fun out there. So that's
I'm gonna
dangerous.
make this prediction though. You know, Donut Boy gonna crash once that heat turn up. On my mom, watch. Donut Boy gonna crash when that heat turn up.
Crash
Watch.
how?
Watch. When it happen, I'm gonna call you and be like, what I say.
Crash how? Like what? Injured?
He ain't gonna be available, let's put it that way.
Nah, he be all right.
All right.
He
We
be all
gonna
right.
see. We gonna see.
He
Mark my word.
gonna
On
be
this day,
A-okay.
to this day.
You gonna be A-okay. It's nice to have somebody else that can go get it. Like back, the difference with Luka now is
He ain't eligible for the
now
MVP award. That's the difference.
he had to be the guy to go get it. Like now he
LeBron
can go
James
get it,
eligible for that MVP
but
award. That's the difference.
LeBron can go get it. Like you're like, hey, pressure off of me. Here you go. Let me dish it to you. You go do your thing. I sit over here and wait for that. And then you got Austin Reeves, Mr. Third option. That's that dog too. That don't mind going and get it. It take a lot
Austin
of pressure.
Austin Reeves is the second option who think he the third. He's the third option who think he the second option. That's who
And
Austin Reeves is.
that's nice. Like you got two dogs that don't mind having the ball in their hand when the going get tough. All Luka got to do is do what he been doing and just well, he ain't got to do what he been doing. Now you get a reason to be lazy and just sit around. You throw that ball to Austin Reeves, let Austin Reeves do his thing. Throw it to LeBron. LeBron gonna make the play. He just got to sit there and shoot or grab and drive. Luka in heaven right now. He gonna be A-okay. Mark them words, Mister.
Mark my words, bro. Hey, would you swap Jimmy Butler for Giannis?
Yep. Instantly. And you would too.
What about Jimmy Butler for Kevin Durant?
No.
Ready? Hope you pack shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn. You